Boxing is back with the IBO World Light Heavyweight Championship. Can Suarez take the belt? Or will one of Britain's brightest prospects, Lyndon Arthur, seize victory? Big Fight Live, Arthur versus Suarez. Friday at 10 on Channel 5.
Razaban IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to have the dynamic duo.
Oh, is that what we are?
Yeah, a short one and a tall one.
You might not want to say it. Tyson says that. You can say it. I'm just letting you know where it came from. The dynamic duo.
I'm going to apologise.
Create something new then.
I'm going to apologise to fans because obviously Lawrence is quite tall in this video. So Lawrence, how does it feel being back in the ring on Saturday night?
I don't know yet because it's on Saturday, but it feels good to be back in and around boxing and around boxing people and just pushing on. You know, I get that fight feel and I start getting excited. I was in the hotel room a bit like, oh, what am I doing? Come out here, I'm pumped.
I don't really want to talk too much about the negatives that happened over the last 12 months, right? We all know Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, 258, etc. I will touch on certain points. However, question one is, are you meant in the right place and frame at this stage? Yeah,
I've never been in a better pace. I think, for me, I don't really look at negativity. I look at the bits and how my life's actually going, and I'm the type of person that is filled with gratitude. You know, I know what it was like to be working at McDonald's, overweight, getting bullied, to become an Olympian, British, Commonwealth, European, and world champion with a couple defences and another one on Saturday. So for me, I just look at the reality of my life, and I always thank God.
I spoke to David last Friday on Zoom. He's in the country, very, very confident. Australian boxing is flying at the moment. A lot of names coming out from there. You're not going to overlook him, but is he a stepping stone to the ultimate goal of becoming unified champion?
Yeah, everyone's a stepping stone until I decide to retire. Oh, you like that? Okay,
I was
cool.
thinking the same exact thing.
Fair enough. Dynamic duo or not? Yeah, fair enough. So with that, and also I think he's from New Zealand, not Australia, but I'm on fire in it. Yeah, you're right. All right, cool. Anyway. Yeah, of course, you have to be confident. He's 20-0, undefeated. He's got a good coach in Isaac Peach. So, you know, why not? You know, why not feel confident? But it's easy to feel confident until the test is really there. Same way, I can say whatever I want now. But I know when you get through those ropes and you look over and you see a real, what he's going to feel, he's not going to like, and he's going to look for, I don't know actually, he seems like a tough guy, but if he doesn't look for a way out, I'm going to give it to him.
You made that decision to leave the UK, to leave Shane McGuigan and to join and team up with Sugar Hill. First question to you is, why Sugar Hill?
To be honest, you have to look at his track record with people like Tyson Fury, first and foremost. I loved the transition. I sparred Tyson for Wilder 1, and I saw his complete mindset change and physicality and punch, and I couldn't understand how, because I sparred him. I said, how is this the same guy? Then I seen Ben Whittaker, who's a really good fluid mover, very creative in the amateurs, but wasn't really known for being a puncher. Go out and knock someone out in 2 rounds after looking spectacular. I said, who is this guy? Yeah, I know. I got what it takes. I got the fighting muscles. I mean, been in, and like I said, I went in and I said, oh my God, there's some yellow on the floor there.
Oh, don't. No.
Okay, it's too. Yeah, okay.
The crunk colours.
No, yeah, there's a yellow room. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
No, actually, I had to stop looking at the light here because the light reminded me of it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of it a bit, but I'm just staying focused on what you're saying because I'm like, gosh, this is so relaxing. It's like, I'm just sitting here chilling, like, you know what, like, can listen to you all day now.
Right, yeah.
This is actually a good thing you did, Sugar.
You did it.
All right, I did it. Sugar. Lawrence wasn't just with Shane McGuigan, he had a couple of trainers before that. How difficult is it for a trainer when you get a fighter like Lawrence, who's an established world champion? I'm not saying he has to unlearn things, but he might have certain things that you might have to adjust. How difficult is that?
Sometimes it can be difficult. It just depends on each person's learning comprehension. Everybody has a different comprehension for learning. Everybody, me, you, everybody's different. That's why they have test scores or whatever. But everybody learns differently. And you know what? Lawrence has been pretty good in his learning, and I'm happy with it. He's happy with it. It's that everything's at the right time for right now, and for his fight March the 25th with David Light. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm sitting here listening to him. That's why I'm just sitting here like, I think you said something that was wrong. He corrected you. It was like something, boom, boom. I mean, he's sharp right now. You can see it, and these are things that I look for. That's why that's why you suggested I be in here with him to see and to monitor him more as I'm trying to monitor him all the time, because I have to learn him. I got to know how is he before a fight. How is he after a fight? Like, okay, so it's a lot of things that I have to sit and I have to just put into my brain and just watch him. It's like he's like a child of mine. Like if I have, let's say I got 10 kids, I have to know each one of my kids. I mean, I'm with them every day. If I'm their father, if they're doing something wrong, I got to know it. They might just be quiet, and I'm going to say, oh, so he must be up to something. And I got to go check on them. But yeah, it's just knowing that person, that individual, and this is a part of it. So I'm watching him do these interviews, and I'm just like, oh, he's sharp. He's very sharp. And even interviews, we worked on that. We worked on doing interviews and talking and getting more familiar and comfortable with being himself. A lot of interviews and stuff he's done, and I watched him. It's like he's just kind of like he was kind of all over the place, but now he's like sharp. I mean, he's right there answering the questions. He's right there, very, very creative answers that are polished and that make sense. And I'm happy for everything right now. I don't even know what to say.
He's left us for a minute. I think he's to do something with Sky quickly, but just moving away from Lawrence. Tyson Fury. Everyone thought Shug's here. He's going to go into camp, start training with Tyson Fury. And,
you know what? Everybody thought Sugar was here, but everybody forgot that I'm training Lawrence Okolie, and his fight is in Manchester.
So were you planning to leave on Sunday or Monday?
And it's only an hour. My ticket is leaving. My flight ticket leaves March the 28th. If anybody know the airlines, we can go in and look at it. Go look at it. My flight says I leave March 28th. That's cold, ain't it?
We all want to see Fury Usyk. We've seen all the drama that's taken place today. Team Usyk's team are saying the fight's off, it's not happening. Frank Warren's got a little bit of hope. There's only 5 weeks away from April 29th. Surely you want your man to fight Usyk so he can be... It's legacy. Forget the money, forget everything else. Legacy at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, I want him to fight the best like he wants to fight the best. And, hey, it happens when it happens. Me, you... And I guess anybody in this recreation center with us, we have no control over it. So all we can do is just sit and worry about things that we have control over and wait and see what happens. That's it. I don't really care, honestly, because I'm here. I'm focused on Lawrence. That's what I came here for. I'm happy everybody's asking this at this time, too, because it's like, I'm here for Lawrence. I came over here for Lawrence. I've been in training camp with Lawrence the whole time. It just so happens there's negotiations and talks about a Tyson Fury Usyk fight, and then we come into Manchester and we go use Tyson's gym to go train, which obviously that's where I'm going to go because that's like home for me, and I'm comfortable there. And then we come down here to take care, right at fight week, and to continue training and to prepare for this fight. So it's almost like the perfect storm to be like, oh, Suge's here now, and it's time, yeah, it's happening. And I'm like, I'm here for Tyson knows what I'm here for. I'm here for Lawrence. Tyson was in the gym with us, but I didn't train Tyson. We didn't do pads. We didn't do anything like with Usyk. I'm training Lawrence.
Sure, we might have to leave this room now because all the kids are back in the chin room. We might have to take this outside when we grab Lawrence back in this shot. Lawrence, we're picking this back up. Obviously, I know you got dragged out of that interview. We were just talking about that relationship with Sugar and how's that evolved since you've been there.
What did he say?
He said to me that he has many children in the gym and he's with his children every day to basically work out what's best for them. He spoke about watching some of your interviews and trying to prepare you and make you the best person you can potentially be.
And it's a full package. You get more than a boxing coach. You get a surrogate father, as it were. Got the shoes ready, unlaced, ready for me to get ready to work because we have to get to work soon. But
7 o'clock is when we train.
Yeah, just really, really good. I think outside of everything else, we're really talking boxing. I like to think. So, I'll get off. So anyway, as I say, thank you. Wow. Thank you. Yeah, I know, full package. We're in. So go on.
How much more time are you going to spend in the cruiserweight division? I know you've had this ambition to become unified and move up how long are you going to stay in this division?
I think for me the weight is gonna. I'm gonna move up in weight as soon as opportunities are no longer available at cruiserweight. Right now, I make the weight very, very easy. I have a lot of fun doing it. Well, not a lot of fun. Do you know what I mean? I didn't enjoy this morning. I'm not going to enjoy Friday morning, but it's just the name of the game. 2 days of suffering to be able to go out and put on a great performance. I'm all up for.
Can you talk to me about the little incident with yourself and Richard Rivalry? What instigated it? What happened?
It's just like as we've seen from previous fighters, as soon as people call me out, I really want to get to work. I don't want to do all of this one day and in the future build up. I'm like, I hold the belt precious, which is why I train hard. I don't hold I don't hold the belt, I don't hold any, none of that stuff is me. It's like I am those things, but those are just titles, and they're passed on to the next person. So as soon as I retire, someone else gets them. So I don't hold them the way other people hold them and talk and don't really do. I'm like, I'll put it on the line. So if you're actually good enough to beat me, I'll do this. Well done, mate. Anyone. As long as I lose fair and square, if I ever lost, I'll shake someone's hand and say, damn, you're a great man. Same way people that I've beaten, they come back and they say, wow, there's something different there. So for me, I'm not really into this whole talking and not doing. I'm about like, let's make it happen. Why not?
Listen, I'm going to go back to the Isaac Chamberlain fight. I remember that was built up and we saw what happened outside of the ring. Yeah. Even the face-off, you were composed, you were calm, and you left your talking for the ring. And
that's my point. That's someone that was talking online. And then I said, I don't want to do that for another year. Let's fight. Same situation here now. There's other people as well. The thing is, a lot of guys I've realised are like good at talking. He's just a name, a good name, well ranked. And I can't take that. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say he's rubbish. He's not rubbish. He's a good fighter. But ultimately, what am I here for if not to have fights against the best, as it were?
Last week, Joshua Buatsi spoke to him. He comes over back to Sky, he joins Boxer. He's also left 258. And then when I was looking at the 258 management, I saw Ramla Ali doesn't exist as well anymore. Is there some going on behind the scenes in 258 that certain fighters have left, yourself as well?
I can't really speak on anyone else. Me and them ended amicably. You know, at the end of the day, they're really good at what they do. You know, they help negate and guide. And you get to a stage where, if you're like myself, a world champion, you've got a really great team around. You're making money in and outside of boxing. You kind of know what you're doing to a certain extent, and the proof's in the pudding with the deal that I've got and the trajectory that I could be on as long as I'm able to keep performing. So it's all good.
I saw a comment that you made on TalkSport. I'm just going to read it. I just want to clarify that you did make the comment, which was referring to Eddie Hearn. He's very malicious, very bitter, jealous as well for someone who has been brought up in such a great position, has done so much in terms of his own life. The way he acts on a personal level is very vindictive. Did you make those comments?
Yeah, I made those comments. There's a video of me saying that. So yeah, I definitely did. For me, it's not about me versus Eddie. It's just you ask me a question, I'm going to give my honest opinion. I think as a businessman, amazing. I think as my first promoter, to get me from the Olympics to where I have been, amazing. But it's like anything. You have a partner. I don't want to talk about your partner, but someone has a partner. I just want to change the whole thing. And it's been a great relationship. You can't take away what you've learned and what you've gained in that relationship. And once it's ended, they start doing stuff behind the scenes. That's like no, you can't talk on, but you know what's going on, and you have the private conversations between you and them. You know what that person's really like. So that's all. I'm just talking from my own personal experience. I don't care what anyone's seen, I don't care what anyone's heard. I know between myself and him. But the problem is, and for him anyway, is that when you move with that kind of energy, you end up making mistakes. And he's made a few behind the scenes, and I believe he's made an even bigger one, but we'll get to that.
Someone read those comments out to Eddie Hearn on Twitter Space, and Eddie's response was basically, he really entertained, and he said they're giving out the whole arena for free on Saturday.
Okay, and once again, it's another thing of someone leaves, he's got nothing but bad things to say. It's okay, Eddie, I wish you luck. I honestly do wish him luck. I don't have no ill will towards him, but all you have to do is look at the trajectory. You need to remember, these are the people that are watching, the young boxers up and coming. They can see how you're acting with fighters. They can see this demeanour breaking down in front of their eyes. I'm just a fighter. I'm going to finish my career, and I'm very happy with how my life started and how it's gone. They need to really worry about how they treat fighters, and otherwise this will continue happening.
Chris Billam-Smith's out on the 27th, I believe.
Chris Billam-Smith, former matchroom fighter, now is about to do what? Tell me.
Fight in a stadium, 15,000 people, in his home city of Bournemouth.
Wow. Congratulations.
If he has that world title fight, if he wins that world title fight, would you fight him? Would you entertain it?
I would, but not in a grudge matchy way. It'll just be two gentlemen, if you can call myself that, having a fight, and winner takes all. That's like, I'm not really into this whole. With Chris, I like Chris as a person, and I just know we've got 40 seconds. As a personality, he's one of the only people in boxing that I consider a friend, and I wouldn't want to hurt him. But to have a fight for all of the marbles, why not?
One thing you've said to me in the past is your mum always said to you that she never wants you to fight Anthony Joshua because everything that he's done for you and helped you. I know you're still cool with him. I know I saw pictures of you in Dubai with him. If that fight came up in heavyweight division, would you still entertain it?
I think me and AJ, there's a love that I'm always going to have for him. Okay, there's a love I'm always going to have for AJ. However, if he wanted to sit me down and say, Lawrence, do you want to make millions and millions and millions? I'll take it.
Lawrence Okolie, we'll see you.
That's how you do it. Bam, broad daylight. Hey, come on, man. Broad daylight.
Lawrence Okolie, IFL TV, thank you very much.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,